Good morning, students. So, today we are going to start our new chapter. This is chapter number 4, Chemical and Chemical Changes. Chemicals and Chemical Changes. So, what before starting to our chapter, let us recall out few questions. What are the chemical substance? What are the substances? So all around the world, all around the environment is made up of two types of things, two types of components, that is biotic and abiotic. The environment is created of biotic and abiotic substances. Out of this abiotic, there are two types of substance, physical substance and the chemical substance. So we are going to talk about the chemical substances. So what is chemical substances made up of? All the chemical substances are made up of atoms and molecules. All the chemical substances are made up of atom and all the chemical substances are made up of atoms and molecules of a particular substance. All the chemicals and substances are made up of atoms and molecules of a particular substance. What are atoms? So atoms is the most stable and the smallest particle of the atom. The smallest particle of an atom is the of a substance is a atom. So what is, we can say, what is a substance consist of? A substance consists of the group of smallest or tiniest particle, which is called an atom. Okay, so what is an atom? An atom is the smallest, most stable particle of the chemical substances. Next, molecule are formed when two or more similar or different atoms join together, then it may forms the molecules. Atoms may or may not exist independently, while molecules always exist independently. So let us know what is an atom. Atom is, suppose this is an, what is the difference between an atom and a molecule? So atom is the tiniest particle of the substances. Atom is the tiniest particle of a substance or most smallest stable particle of atom. When two atom or similar kind or of different kind, when two or more atoms of similar or different kind join together, they forms the molecules. So what is a molecule? Molecule consists of two or more atom of same or different atoms. It is known as molecule. Atoms may not exist. Atom may exist or may not exist independently, but molecules always exist independently. Okay, now little more about the chemical substances. So chemical substances are of two types. They are pure substances or element. What, in how many types chemical substances are divided? Chemical substances are divided in the pure substances or mixture. So in what chemical substances are classified into two categories. Chemical substances are classified into two categories: pure substances or mixture. Okay, and pure substances are further classified into two categories: elements or compound. Got this? So first we will talk about pure substances, and then we will talk about mixture. So pure substance are the substance. What are the pure substance? So pure substance are the substance that are made up of only one kind of atom. What are the pure substance? Pure substance are the substance which are made up of only one kind of atom and cannot be broken down into simpler substances by a chemical mean. Substances that are made up of single kind of atom and cannot be broken down into simpler forms by a chemical reaction, it is known as element. Example, gold. Gold is made up of only single kind of element, that is gold. Aluminium. Aluminium is made up of a single kind of element, that is aluminium. Next, atoms of element may exist independently or may combine to form molecules. So gold can exist independently or it may combine with other element to form the molecule. Okay, next example you can give hydrogen or oxygen. Hydrogen or oxygen. Okay, next, compounds. Pure substances that are formed when two or more elements combine chemically. When two or more elements combine chemically, then it is called a compound. Like we were talking, then it is called a compound. Just we have talked hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen both are element, but when they combines they form H2O, that is water. When they combines they form H2O, that is water. Water is a compound. So have you got the difference between element and compound? Element are the substance that are made of single kind of atom, while compound are the substance that are formed of two or more type of atoms when they are combined chemically. Only when they are combined chemically, when two or more atoms of an element combines, when two or more elements combine, they forms the compound when they are combined together chemically. The best example of a compound is a water, or we can say H2O, which is formed by the mixture of two substances, hydrogen and oxygen. Next, you can see in the diagram as well as hydrogen mixes with the oxygen to form the water. Hydrogen here is a element, oxygen here is a element, and when it combines chemically, it forms a compound water. One more thing to remember, when the new substance form, it may have the different properties as compared to the constituent element. When a compound may form, it may form a different property, it may have the different properties as compared to the elements. Example, hydrogen is a kind of gas, oxygen is also a kind of gas, but when they two form they to combine with each other, they form a liquid. Water is a liquid, hydrogen is a gas, oxygen is a gas, but when they both combine, they forms a liquid, which is called water. Okay. Next, mixture, substances that are formed when two or more substances, element or compound are just simply mixed but not are chemically combined. So when the two substances are mixed with each other normally or physically without any chemical reaction, then such type of substances are called mixture. So what is the difference between a mixture and a compound? An element is a pure substance which is made up of single kind of atom. Compound is formed when two element or when atom of two element combine each other chemically, and when two element combine each other physically, then it forms the mixture. Example, sugar solution is a mixture of sugar and water. They are combined by using the physical method, just as stirring the sugar in the glass of water. Okay. The component in the mixture may retain their property even after the mixture. For example, take a group of iron filling and add it with the sugar, and when you will make a mixture of sugar and the iron filling, and whenever you will bring a magnet near that mixture, all the iron particles will get stuck to the magnet. So this shows that the component in the mixture retain their properties even after making the mixture. Next topic we were talking about was the chemical symbol. So what are the chemical symbols? See, there are many chemicals present in the nature, and we cannot write all times the complete name of the chemical. So to represent the particular chemical, we use a special kind of symbol to represent those chemicals. So these symbols which represent the chemicals are called as chemical symbol. So in definition we can say that the abbreviation used to represent a chemical, used to represent an element, the abbreviation used to represent element are called the chemical symbol. Example, hydrogen is represented by H, oxygen is represented by O, carbon dioxide is represented by CO2. So whenever we use the abbreviation to represent a chemicals, then it is called a chemical symbols. The abbreviation used to represent elements are called the chemical symbol. Before assigning an abbreviation or a chemical symbol, we should follow the following rules. For some elements, the first letter appearing in the name of an element in English is used to represent the chemical symbol. Suppose the first letter of hydrogen is H, then H is used as a chemical symbol. So this line means that for some of the chemicals we use the first letter of the chemical as their chemical symbol. Next, when the two or more elements, now the question arises, sir, why don't we represent helium with H, while we represent hydrogen with H. We do not represent hydrogen and helium both by H because both start with H. So to make a difference, hydrogen is represented by just H, whereas helium is represented by He. Helium is a kind of a gas. It is represented by a symbol He. So whenever there are two chemicals with starting of the letter with same symbol, so then we represent the other chemical with another abbreviation. Okay, so examples like this: hydrogen is represented by H, whereas helium is represented by the symbol He, because both of the symbol start with the capital letter of H. Next, so in first case we will see, we have seen that the some of the chemical are represented by the first letter. When the first letter is common in two types of chemical, then we sometimes use the second letter also of a chemical symbol, like hydrogen, like hydrogen H, and for some element like helium we use He, that is we also use second letter, whereas for some other element we use some other distinct letter for their representation. Example: zinc is represented by Zn, manganese is represented by Mn. So these are the few ways in which the abbreviation for a particular chemicals are assigned. What are the conditions? First condition, we represent some of the chemical by their first letter. When the name, second condition, when the name of the two chemicals are, say, the first letter of the two chemical symbols are same, so in some of the chemical reaction we also take the second letter, like hydrogen and helium. Hydrogen is represented by H, whereas helium we represented by He, as we use the second letter of the word helium, that is E. Next, some of the chemicals we represent by the distinct letter, like zinc is represented by Zn, gold is represented by Ag. So some of the chemicals are represented by the different symbols. So this table is given here. You can see this table of the various chemical elements and their symbols, like aluminium is represented by Al, barium is represented by Ba, boron is represented by B, calcium is represented by Ca. So here the name of the chemicals are given, and while on this side their chemical symbols are given. So what is you have to do? Your homework is you have to learn this chemical symbol and the names of the chemicals. So till here some of the chemical. So here some of the chemical symbols are given. So your homework is to learn the names of this chemicals and their symbols. Next, significance of a chemical symbols. Why do we use this chemical symbol? A chemical symbol represents the atom of the element. A chemical symbols also represent the element. One symbol represents that there is only one atom of a element. For example, Cu represent there is a one element of a copper. Suppose if it is written 2Cu, then it will represent there are the two atoms of the copper. So whenever the chemical symbols are written where their numbers, it shows the number of atoms in a chemical symbol. Okay, next we will come to the exercise. Fill in the blanks. Dash is formed by the chemical reaction combination of two or more elements. So a compound is formed by the chemical reaction combination of two or more elements. Oxygen is an element and water is a compound. Okay, next, third, molecule is the smallest particle of a atom. Fourth, mixture retains the property of its component. Fe is the chemical symbol of iron. Next, atomicity we will learn on by next class.